Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 1993 release by DC Comics from their miniature die-cast metal superhero figurine box sets. And I think they produced about 3 or 4 different versions of these box sets. And this set we're looking at today features 5 of the superheroes, and includes Supergirl, Superman, Green Lantern, Shazam and Batman. And I think this was set number 1. Okay, so this is the box it comes in. And at the top of the box, you can see there, it says Supergirl, just above Supergirl, Superman, Green Lantern, Shazam and Batman. It says DC Comics Superheroes, die-cast metal figurines, ages 3 and up. Okay, so that's the front of the box, and you can see the figurines just behind the window. But let's turn the box around. And what does it show us on the back? Well, not a great deal, really. You got the DC logo bang in the middle. And you got the CE caution may contain small parts. TM indicates a trademark of DC Comics, 1993. Superheroes is a trademark jointly owned by DC Comics and Marvel Entertainment Group and made in China. Okay, and I don't think there's anything else. No, the rest of the box is completely blank, so there wasn't a great deal of information on these boxes. However, let's open the box, get the figures out, and have a good look at them outside of the box. Okay, so I've removed them from the box. As you can see, they're all contained in this plastic container, which is keeping them all pressed in. Yeah, okay, what I'm going to do in actual fact, I think I'm going to try and get these out. They're only held in with the plastic, so I should be able to get them out quite easily. Let's have a look at them individually. Okay, so I've removed the 5 figures from the box, from the plastic container, and this is what we got. Okay, so let's start with Batman. Let's have a look at Batman. And there is Batman as he appeared in the original television series back in the 1960s. So he's in his usual outfit with his blue cape he's got on this, as opposed to a black one, but whether that's right or not, I don't know. But anyway, he's in blue cape and his usual Batman outfit with the logo on his chest. Die-cast metal, of course. And on the bottom it says, let's just zoom in a little bit so we can have a good read of what's on the bottom there. If we had a bit of light on there, maybe that'd be easier to see. Or maybe not. I know it says made in China. I think that is just the number. It's got DC/90 0465A. So that's what's printed on the bottom there. And there we see Batman is a pretty good likeness of Batman himself, as you can see there. Again, nice definition of the figure, and a nice size figure really as well. These figures are quite heavy because they are die-cast metal. They're not particularly big, so we're looking at, if you can just see that, 6 centimeters in height. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can get the full size for you. And then we're looking at the widest point is the bottom of his cape, which is 3 centimeters. And width-wise, we're looking at about 1.5 centimeters because of the way he's standing. Okay, so that is Batman. As I say, it is a very nice looking little figurine. Say full die-cast metal, no movement or anything, but a really nice item to put on display. And let's come to Shazam. Yeah, the same thing. A nice full die-cast metal. Is in his usual red attire with the flash or the lightning bolt on his shirt, and he's got his white cape on with the pluses and the X's on the back, and his yellow boots. Again, a very heavy figure. If we just come in, let's just zoom in and have a little bit of more definition. The paintwork on the face is not. The paintwork on the face is not fantastic, I don't think. It could have been better, but hey ho, who am I to judge? but the rest of it is nicely detailed. There's a lot of detailing on the outfit and so on. So other than the facial features, it is again a very nice little figure. Size wise on this one, again 6 centimeters in height. Widest point is across the cape, which is 2.5 centimeters, and he's again about 1.5 centimeters in width. And again, yeah, a nice looking figure and looks very nice on display. And now we come to my favorite one. I think this is my favorite one out of between this one and Batman. They're just defined so much nicer than the others, I think. So here we are then, the Green Arrow. Let's just zoom in on him. And again, it's a good facial features on this particular one, with his green mask and his logo on his chest with his green shirt and grey tights and green boots. Again, a very heavy figure, of course, because they're all die-cast metal now. Again, but they're not on any of these figures is there any articulation or movement at all. Again, just a fraction under 6 centimeters. Widest point will be at the bottom, which is 3 centimeters across the stand, and depth-wise, we're looking at about, yeah, maybe just under 1.5 centimeters. Again, good definition with his six-pack and so on. So I really like this figure. I think this one's a really nice one. And again, displays exceptionally well. Let's go on to the Man of Steel himself, Superman. Now, I'm not overly impressed with the face work on Superman. I think it's quite poorly done. It just looks like it looks more like Mr. Incredible, the face on that, than Superman himself, but there we are. But again, a nice heavy figure. Definition on the body is very good, with the abs and so on. And he's obviously about to take off in flight with his arm up and his legs about to push himself off. Again, heavy figure. This one's going to be a little bit bigger because he's got his arm up. So this one is 7 centimeters in height. And the widest point will be across the cape, which is just about 2.5 centimeters. And again, depth-wise, we're looking at about 1.5 centimeters. Yeah, again, a nice figure. It's just the facial features I'm not very impressed with Superman. But still, again, a very nice display figure. And then finally, we're on to Supergirl. Let's have a zoom in at her facial features, and there we are again. Yeah, I mean, there's not been a lot of real effort made on their faces. I suppose because they're die-cast, maybe they couldn't, but there's not a lot of definition on the face. But other than that, the body is done very well, and she's in her usual Supergirl attire, with her leotard and red boots and red cape. With this S on the back, obviously, and her blonde hair, or yellow hair. Again, quite heavy. They've all got the same numbers on the bottom, actually. It all says DC90, made in China, and then they've got their individual numbers on the bottom there. I think that says ERTL, does it? Yes, it is. It's ERTL. So they're obviously made by ERTL. I didn't notice that before, but I've just seen that now. And this one's number 35738. So again, height-wise on this one, you're looking at a little bit shorter than the other one. So you're looking at about 5.5 centimeters. Widest point across the cape again is about 2.5 centimeters. And depth-wise, again, this one is a fraction under 1.5 centimeters. But again, a good weighted figure, and nice display item. I just want to check all of them. Yep, so they've all got ERTL on the back. I thought that was actually ERTL. Yeah, so these are all actually released by ERTL. So I thought they were DC Comic released, but obviously the DC Comics just the license, but all made by ERTL. But there we are. So you learn something new every day. So that is the set of these superhero DC Comics superhero figures. So how well did they do back in 1993, 31 years ago? Well, I'll be honest with you, this particular range I don't think did very well at all. So these are die-cast figures, so they're not playable figures. There's no playability with them. They literally are something to put on your shelf and just look at. So just literally figurines. So when they're geared for kids, you would expect them to have some playability, but these didn't. So that perhaps that's the reason why they didn't sell very well. You very, very rarely see these figures ever come up for sale anywhere. And I think that's because the volumes were so low, because there was just no sales on them. I'm talking about in the UK, actually. I mean, I'm not sure about the US, but certainly in the UK, it was just a complete and utter flop. But I think these figures are wonderful. They're nice to put on display, put on the top of a shelf or something and just display them. Even though in most cases, the facial features are not very good. I think the ones with the masks on are better. Batman's good and the Green Arrow's good, but the other ones, they just look more like comic caricatures, which is a shame, really. But other than that, the rest of the definition on the bodies are very, very good. So finding them nowadays, like I say, they very rarely ever come up for sale. Finding them nowadays is very difficult, especially in this mint unopened condition. Well, it wasn't open until I opened the box and took them out, but they are all in mint condition. Very difficult to find, but as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few sets, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage DC comic items, and many other vintage toys, games, and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes to the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.